doing quick live this evening just to make a general announcement to the public for all who be listening. Give myself a few minutes here to get people off on board here. I plan on doing this for about 10 to 15 minutes, so thanks for talking about it. Hello, stackers. Who is a stacker coming at you from
Hello, Stackers. Who is the Stacker coming out from
hopefully you're out with a quick live out this afternoon, if you guys can hear me. So make sure that everyone that you want to come in on Sundays, that is that those gatherings only on Thursdays. Only on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Maybe I'm making an announcement last Thursday, however, we want to make sure that people that remember checking in Sundays got the message as well. I thought that one more quick live out here this evening, this afternoon, to make sure I'm making some announcements as well as I do on Thursday. I'll switch noise, All right, now you guys should be able to hear me. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Should be able to hear me now. Let me know. Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Okay. Thanks, Treasure Seeker. I decided to run back down here to the studio real quick. Just for, like I said, just for a bit. All right, Gary, thank you. So I did know, and I want to make sure that the Sunday crowd was aware But I've made a decision that a Stackers Gathering will not be on Sundays going forward. I'm actually going to combine the Sunday show into the Thursday show. And I have been bestowed upon Yankee Stacking his coveted 7 p.m. Eastern time slot. So I'm actually going to start doing the show only on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time for a couple of hours. Need to free up some time here personally on Sundays to get my good life things done. So I wanted to make that announcement. I actually made that announcement last Thursday, but I thought I'd better jump in here on the Sunday show just to give everyone the same information. Yeah, I like the 7 p.m. slot too. And when I first started this live stream, the intent was to do the show 1 hour prior to Salivate Mail's 6 p.m. market watch. So I would come on board here at 4:55 p.m. each Sunday and do the show for 1 hour, and then Sal would do his 6 p.m. market watch. And of course, anyone that doesn't know Salivate Mail, check him out. Great guy, has lots of good information, and his lives are always entertaining. And then I decided that, after speaking it over with the Yankee Stacking several months ago, he's like, "Oh, you ought to do 2 shows a week." So I decided, well, I'll just do a 1 hour show prior to Ask Yankee at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So for the last several months, I've actually been doing the 5:55 Eastern time show from 5:55 p.m. till 7 p.m. and then Yankee would come in at 7 o'clock to do his show. So I have always respected both of those guys, and that being said, I did not want to infringe on their time slots. But I did have the opportunity to speak to Yankee last Monday, and he has actually moved his 7 p.m. show to 9 p.m. Either his Ask Yankee show or the Silver Pro show, either on his channel or Silver Dragon's channel at 9 p.m. on each Thursday. So he actually offered to me the 7 p.m. slot, which I humbly accepted. But I also decided at the same time to go ahead and end the Sunday show so I can focus more time on family on the weekends, and to also put more hours into the Sunday show or into the Thursday show. So the Thursday show will be 2 hours minimum, basically from 7 p.m. to, well, right now 9 p.m. and then I may have to scale it back to 8:30 depending on work. But right now it's going to be anywhere from an hour and a half to a 2 hour show. Yeah, I do enjoy the 7 p.m. spot, and this actually is a good segue into my other thing that I'm working on. The thing that I'm working on that's going to be I'll be announcing here in a few weeks. Will actually work out better if I start at 7 p.m. So, and I've mentioned it to the audience here in the past that what I'm planning on doing is going to be it's going to be international, and it's going to be a mega event. And when I went to Yankee Stack and he gave me his blessing, he's like, he thinks it's going to be a really good deal. So I'm still working on putting that together. But in the meantime, doing this 7 p.m. show on Thursdays is actually going to work out really well. It seems like, we're looking at the numbers on my weekly shows. It seems like the Thursday show holding a lot more audience anyway. So I think it's just going to be better off for everyone in general. Hey, Tupac, good to see you. Let me say hi to everyone here while I'm thinking about it. Gary, Tupac, Treasure Seeker, Gold Maple. Welcome, everybody. I do not see Thug. He's always on here. I guess he's not doing that tonight. Hey, Stiller Stacker, good to see you. Welcome. So, always a good crowd on Sundays, and that's why I wanted to make sure I made the same announcement that I did Thursday. I made the same announcement tonight because not everyone's going to be on the Thursday show, and not everyone's on the Sunday show. So I want to make sure both days were covered with my announcement. And I was hoping Oregon Stacker would jump on here for a bit, but it doesn't look like he's going to. I was going to ask him something, but he must be busy with his family, so I'll talk to him later. In fact, you know what? Oregon Stacker has his thing at 10 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, guys. So check out his show, his live show at 10 o'clock tonight, which for him is like 6 p.m. Pacific. All right, Treasure Seeker. Yep. Check out Sal, 6 o'clock. He's always a good guy. Good show. I always follow him. My thoughts on the Type 2 Eagles. Are you trying to get me a rant, Gold Maple? I tell you what, I'll do a short rant on that, and that will end the show for this evening. All right, so my rant on. Hey, Coin Crew Thug, I figure you pop in here sooner or later. So, I know you, Thug, I know you've already heard the announcement, but I'm just reiterating the announcement I made this past Thursday, where I'm only going to do a Stackers Gathering starting this Thursday at 7 p.m. and taking over Yankee Stacking's spot. He offered it to me, and I graciously accepted it. So you'll be hearing more from me. You'll be hearing from me on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll probably do a 2-hour show. And then basically when 9 o'clock rolls around or close to it, we will go ahead and hand off the rings over to Yankee to do his 9 o'clock shows. Thank you, Thug. So all right, Tupac. Yeah, I know that's always your time frame, so I'll be swinging by there here in a little bit. So my rant, since Gold Maple decided to poke the bear here, my rant on the Type 2 American Silver Eagles. I'll sum it up in one word: cartoonish. I thought the Philharmonics were a little cartoonish, but the reverse of the Type 2 Eagle is not my cup of tea. And I guess not necessarily cartoonish per se, but disappointing, I guess is a better word, because they have this eagle swooping down, which is just disheartening in itself. Regardless of if it's swooping down for a branch or food or whatever, it's the fact that it has its head held low, and its wings are low, as in, because it's descending to whatever point it's going to. To me, that is not right. They should have either made the eagle perched on a branch with its wings spread wide, about ready to take the first swoosh of air,
to take flight. Head held high, wings spread wide. That's what they should have done there. Or they should have had a soaring eagle flying high over the land. That is my opinion on the Type 2 American Silver Eagles. Now, I guess I haven't actually seen the gold reverse yet, Anxious, but it doesn't. I mean, obviously, no one's seen it in real life, right? So, all the graphics, all the pictures we've seen so far, it doesn't seem to be as bad as the silver. But the silver reverse, I'm just not a fan of that. Give us back the old reverse. I mean, I realize they did all this for the all security and all that crap, but you know what? That's no longer an excuse when the Britannia can be a strike, can be a beautiful coin, and still have all the security features in place. So they can't use the excuse, well, we can't put the security features in place. No, that's BS, because they were able to do it on the Britannia, and the Britannia looks so much more awesome looking than our coin. Yeah, don't get started on how many offerings we get. Yeah. So that is my, what was that? My 3 to 4 minute rant. Yeah. And you know, what's sad is Anxious and everyone here is, if you take all the coins across what I call the 7 common sovereign nations that produce. So your Eagles, your Maples, your Britannias, your Philharmonics, your Cougarans, your Kangaroos, and your Libertads. You line all those up, reverse up. If you line all those up, we don't stand out, unlike a Britannia. We don't stand out like we used to on these new coins. The world's catching up to us on design and artistry and design. We're slipping. All right, Tupac, we will see you over there here in a little while. I'll be jumping on to Sal's show here in about 40 minutes or so, and then I'll jump over to see you. Always a good show. Everyone, if you have not checked out Tupac Coin Roll Hunter, look him up and sub him up, and always a good show, even if they are running remote like they are right now between him and Will. Hey, if it works, it works. Hello, Anna. Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call that for this evening here, but I just want to get out here long enough to get a few people on board here on Sundays, because like I said, on Thursday, not everyone that is on the Thursday show is on Sundays. So I want to make sure that everyone out here in the audience was aware that I am no longer going to produce a Stackers Gathering on Sunday afternoons, evenings. That I'm actually going to combine that time into my Thursday show, and that Yankee Stacking has bestowed upon me his 7 o'clock Eastern time spot on Thursdays. So I am going to basically postpone, whatever you want to call it, the Sunday show, and take that time, move it into the Thursday show. So the game plan is Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, will be anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hour show. Just depends on my work schedule, because I do work night shift. Right now I'm on days, so I can go a full 2 hours, but when I go back to night shift, I'll have to cut back probably a half an hour or so. And then, like I said earlier, this 7 p.m. slot is actually a good segue for a big event that I'm planning in the works right now with. That's going to be international, and it'll be a great time for everyone to have. So I will have details on that as I get them worked out. So that's it, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Have a excellent evening, and we will see everyone Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time at a Stackers Gathering. Have a good night, everybody, and just keep stacking.